Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G here. I want to get right into this today. Why is it that so many men who were raised by women seem to hate women? Guys, subscribe to my channel and let's have a little chat.
Some people think they are champagne in a tall glass, when actually they are more like lukewarm piss in a plastic cup.
There's like this really interesting trend where you hear all of these men who seem really angry with women, and they are talking about like women are the downfall to society. Women are a huge problem. And they're really trying to relate so much to men. Like in every possible way, sometimes even physically. And these are supposed to be cis het straight kind of guys, right? But they do a lot of things, even aesthetically, to try and appeal to other men. And I mean, a lot of times they're like the guys who are working out a lot, blah, blah, blah. You think they're doing it for women? They're not. They're trying to prove to other men, I'm strong, I'm physical, I'm all of these things that men are supposed to be. They're not doing that for women. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are not. And every podcast bro that comes out and who's talking about this, that, and the other, almost all of them have been raised by single women. Like, almost all of them. And a lot of these guys, when you get down to the root of them, the ones who are out here like hating on women, who have problems, who are like, I don't like women to wear their hair like this, and I don't like women with makeup. All of these things. And I'm going to do another video, guys. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to do another video about the insecurities of men, like how we can tell which men are insecure, because they are so dangerous to women. Insecure men are completely dangerous to women. But when you start digging into these guys and you hear them talking about it, they'll start saying like how their mothers were terrible, like their mothers were misandrist and all of these things. And if you had most of it is not true. Most of it is actually not true. But what it comes down to is that these men are so angry that they are dependent on women. They're so angry that women who have spent their entire lives catering to them, giving them so much, taking care of them, they're mad about it because their papas weren't there and they haven't dealt with their daddy issues. That's why so many of them are trying so hard to appeal to other men, because they want that fulfillment. They think by rejecting all of the care that women have given them throughout their lives that they'll be more appealing to other men. And ultimately it's a daddy wound, right? Like they always talk about women not having their fathers there and how that messed them up. But rarely do they talk about how men emotionally and mentally start to have like these things where they're just trying to get more male approval. They're trying to attract men to them and be approved by men. And they hate that women are the ones who are always there for them. They don't know how to actually have relationships with men, and they come out with these and still care and love women, because they think that the rejection of women is what will appeal to men. And it will to some men. It will to some men, because there seems to be a large group of men who are needing that from each other. But the hate on women, that is because they hate that they had to have women take care of them for so long. They hate being dependent on women. They hate all of the things that women have done for them. And this is why a lot of times women who like to build men, like construct a man kind of women, end up losing out, because these men will exploit you, but they don't necessarily love you. And they are just trying to fill voids. And they think women are supposed to do that. They start to take for granted that women are caregivers, and they'll just be like, well, this is what women do, and I'm going to exploit any and every woman who is willing to give me any sort of care, any sort of upliftment. And this is why so many women end up losing in these situations. There are the rare occasions where women, like we built together and now we're gathered for 20, 30 years and like you're good. But that's rare, believe it or not. It's not very often, because the majority of men, especially these like new men, they are angry. They're angry at women. They're angry that they're not as stable. They're angry that they're not as prepared, and they're mad that so many men are lacking, and they want to take it out on the women in their lives. So it's very interesting because I'm going to do another video, guys, on some of the comments from men that just prove my point about insecurity and what they're talking about. Like, people are like, oh, your hair is ugly. Oh, honey, really? Like, men attacking women based on like superficialities and their looks and things like that. Why do you have time for that? Like, I can understand other women comment, like, that's such a catty thing to do. But men have adopted so many of these catty characteristics towards women. And they think that this is going to hurt them and also appeal to other men in some capacity. Guys, I can't wait to hear what you have to say in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, and ciao, ciao for now.